This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. You are your greatest asset. It's time you started investing in that. Visit betterhelp.com/double toasted and take care of you.
Good.
He's like, I'm not giving you the pleasure.
Yeah. I got myself.
And you know what? The funny thing is that Micky Rourke at Stavros, you saw how he broke that glass. He's like, damn, that looked good. Hey, let me get some of that.
Tell you, man. No. This is the beginning.
Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts. Right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. But before we do, I need to let you know that this portion of the show is sponsored by HelloFresh. HelloFresh. How are you? You know, we're about to do this bad movie roast for a movie called Double Team. Me and I have been double teaming in the kitchen, man.
Oh, man.
But you know what?
The minute you started, I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it.
But it's true. We have been cooking together. We never do that. But now we do through the magic of HelloFresh. You know, I'm not just cooking more than I ever have. I'm cooking more with my wife. They send over these meals that you can get prepackaged now. You do the cooking, but they send you all the ingredients, and they send them over for one person or two people or family if you have it. And since I have requested to get meals for two people, her and I have been. What's that?
They're great.
They're great. And
I take it from my folks' house all the time.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah.
And that's because HelloFresh, it makes cooking fun and easy. You know, like I tell you, they got these pre-measured ingredients that allow us to make not just good meals, but low-calorie meals, healthy meals.
Everything's labeled.
Everything is labeled. They send you these ingredients and these recipes. And so with the ingredients you have, they lay out all the recipes in the back and how to do it. It took me about, an hour the first time to do crunchy Italian chicken sheet pan bake. And I did make this, and I made it well, but now we did a couple of other recipes and meals. I'm down to 30 minutes, my friend.
Really?
I be chopping.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, man.
That's what I be doing.
Yeah, that's what I be doing.
Yeah.
I be chopping. So I'm about to get my chef's hat, man. You know what? If I can cook it and make it look good and taste good, then you can too. And I want you to try it out for yourself. I'm going to give you something very special right here. I'm going to give you a code to let them know that Double Toasted sent you. Go to HelloFresh.com/Double Toasted 14 and use code Double Toasted 14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. And again, I want to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring this portion of the show, and thanks to all of you for your support. I used to love Dennis Rodman as much as anybody else.
Really?
Yeah, I did because he was so weird.
Me too. I like that. Great basketball player.
Okay.
Great basketball player, and I'm going to tell you something, man. Dennis Rodman, and I've said this to y'all before, out of all the terrifying Halloween masks that I've seen out there, Dennis Rodman, he's made the most terrifying one.
Where's the mask at?
It's those damn droopy eyes.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't have to do over there like that.
No.
It sure didn't, boy.
Man, I tell you, I went to a Halloween party with Tony, and Tony just bought this mask on a whim. And when we went to that party, he had a hoodie.
Right.
He put that hoodie on and walked around the room, and every woman they came up to like, no, that's all right. So it was only a matter of time before Hollywood came a knocking and saying, hey, let us make a movie with you, Dennis. But to really make you star, we got to team you up with somebody who's already out there, somebody big. And the way to get people is to do it with an action film. An action film called Double Team.
Let him in, Bravo.
He's the nation's top counter-terrorist.
The other one, you're good.
I don't know, man.
I look at you, I see nothing but trouble.
What the hell? I kind of like trouble.
And that ass. Stop bullshitting. Oh my
People,
God,
this
dude.
this is where we got Jean Claude Van Damme as sort of a James Bond type guy who he not only does he have to save the world once again from a crazy ass terrorist, but if that wasn't enough, he has to save his son and his wife, his newborn son.
Yep.
Son actually born while she's hanging out with the villain. Guy named Stavron, I think.
Stavros.
Chevron. Stavros.
No, that's always a thing in these movies. Is a guy named Stavros is the villain.
Stavros.
Stavros Blofeld.
Yep.
Stavros.
Give him
My
that
man
Greek name.
Played by Micky Rourke when he still looked human. Somewhat. Of course, he had plans for world domination, but now he said, you know what? You killed my son, Jack. Jack, of course, being Jean Claude Van Damme. He says, so now I'm going to take your son because you owe me that.
Yeah, you owe me a son.
You owe me a boy. So I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I might raise myself. I might kill this little mother. I don't know.
I ain't decided yet.
That is accurate.
I haven't decided yet, but either way it goes, hey, come and talk to me.
You ain't going to get him.
Yeah. Either way it goes, yeah, you're not going to have him, but come holler at me, and we'll see what we can work out. I don't think it's going to work in your favor, though. This movie's all over the damn place. This movie.
What kills me about this movie is that within it is a really good idea.
You know, there's a good idea, and even that's not theirs. You know, this movie's so all over the place. It's like some people just took a bunch of random ingredients off the shelf and threw it in a pot and hope that they make something tasty. Hope that they make something good. Because it starts off like a Mission Impossible James Bond kind of movie. Van Damme is super spy Jack Quinn. You see him there.
You know he's a spy because his name is Jack.
Because his name is Jack. Yo, what's up, Jack?
I love they give all these foreign people these white ass, these Americanized names.
Yeah.
They just name him Jacques something, Leroy.
Right. He's from Brussels.
And there he is right there down there. You can see little Jack.
Little Jack down there.
Little Jack down there. And this is his last mission. He says, all right, I am not doing no more. I'm retired. Y'all hide me somewhere with my wife and my boy. He ain't born yet. But this is the last one, so you better make it good. And the mission that they gave him is, well, this is what a mission that they give to all super spies out there. You got to find some plutonium. That's some super villain stole out there and get it back before they make missiles and blow up the world.
Right.
Your final assignment is classification red. A truck loaded with 32 kilograms of non-active plutonium was stolen from a secured U.S. nuclear installation outside Croatia.
Now,
he slowed down as if he went, wait, what?
You shouldn't be surprised about that, because that's what all super spies. Hey, in your super spy career, you're gonna have to get a nuclear missile or plutonium somewhere and stop that shit.
He slowed down like the shit kicked in. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
he's like,
What the
hey,
fuck?
well,
No, I'm
he's
talking,
like,
about, I'm talking about that coke, man.
Oh.
My eyes, what he?
Oh, he stayed coked up with the mind. He always got coke eyes. But apparently, he's still in the. You know, we see James Bond. James Bond going through a whole movie trying to steal plutonium, man.
Yeah.
From a villain out there. Apparently, in this movie, it's just as simple as walking in and taking it.
Your objective is to make sure the plutonium is returned safely to our base.
Now, you'd think if you still in a truckload of plutonium, there would be mother around that garden that.
well, there was nobody guarding it when it was stolen the first time.
No, apparently not. And I say if it's that easy, we don't need no people. You think that you just just two people out there, but they're like, no, you know what? No, this plastic will protect it.
Right. I'm gonna leave the keys in ignition too.
Yeah, they put in plastic and thought, ain't nobody gonna see this shit.
I got the perfect way to camouflage this.
Yeah. Clear plastic.
That's genius.
Ta-da. Oh my God, it's like it's invisible.
Right. Let's go to lunch.
Yeah. Shit. To hell with that truck. Ain't no one even guarding the building. Man, he just drove to that shit. It ain't no.
You're the most covert. Blam.
That fool brought. He found the spare keys under the rock.
Yeah. Under that little fake rock.
That fool found the keys under the rock. Took it, pulled that plastic back, started that shit, and just drove out.
See all that?
Yeah, like he was Optimus Prime or some shit.
I know.
And there is plutonium in that truck, right? Crash it through shit.
Yeah, I hope it's not fragile.
Right.
Yeah.
Or volatile. I also noticed that I don't know who was in charge of the graphics, but they just went, "Hey, you got any inspiration?" I don't know. I just bought a label maker. How about this?
Oh, yeah.
Double team. There we go.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
that shit that we used to make as kids to put on our belongings.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
goddamn action figures and toys and shit. And nobody said shit. Nobody was nothing left all that plutonium in that truck up in there. Nobody said nothing until he started running over their cars. And now they're like, well, maybe somebody ought to get this guy.
Right.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
sir, you can't do that.
Here come the parking ticket dudes.
Right.
This man just stole a truckload of plutonium. And what do these fools do? They decide to shoot at a truck full of plutonium. And it's funny because these fools, now this dude got, I don't know, he got a super plutonium truck right here, which still looks fake as hell.
It does.
It looks like a toy.
It looks like
I
a
keep
toy.
expecting to see a Tonka logo.
Yeah.
It does, right?
It looks like
Yeah.
a toy. They don't not look advanced about that.
No.
Right there.
But when it busted that wall, I was like, what a little old Tonka here, that little Hot Wheels shit going through the...
Yeah, what were those walls made out of? Plastic?
Yes.
Shooting at a truck full of plutonium, and they gonna follow this truck right off a hill, right off of a cliff.
All of them jumped on too.
All of
You're on your own.
But the driver was committed.
Yeah.
The driver was committed. The driver wasn't there. That shit is empty as fuck. Ain't nobody in that truck. That's when they realized. They're like, oh shit, ain't nobody driving. This is over the top, man. This movie and you can't say the movie didn't warn you that they are over the top.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, when it opens this way, you don't get to complain about anything else.
No, they show you big ass plastic truck jumping trains and people shooting at plutonium and they don't care and they know it and they are way over the top. They are so over the top that like even when it's not action, people just enter the room way over the top.
Out of the way.
Fuck out the way.
He's about a bitch. What's wrong with you?
He could have ran around that
Like,
dude.
Joke
he
at
ran around me, man. Look, I want y'all to see how much space was around this dude.
Out of the way.
Like he went away. He was looking for any excuse to push that guy.
Yeah, even the girl's like, God damn, that wasn't even necessary.
She like, hey, asshole.
Yeah.
He like, move, I gotta take a shit.
Out of the way.
Hey, move. He pushed him that damn.
It's like it's donut day.
Yeah.
And if you don't get
donut
there fast enough, somebody's gonna take all the lemon fields.
Oh, shit, I gotta get my donut. Move, bitch. You ain't gonna get the last one. I want my glaze. No matter what you think,
That's what you gotta do.
they keep topping themselves, man. You know, they keep getting crazier and crazier set pieces with this movie here. One of the craziest moments in this movie is at the amusement park.
Oh, that is one of the craziest shootouts I've ever seen.
It's insane, man. The setup is wild for this because the government decides to pull a hit on what's his name, Stavros?
Stavros, yeah.
Stavros. This is how I pull a hit on him at a park full of kids.
Yeah.
Who and plus Stavros was there he was there to meet his own son. Just there to meet his kid, take him on some rides. Look, Micky Rourke and Stavros, he's an evil son of a bitch, man. But today he kind of took off from evil.
He did. It was his day off.
It was his day off from evil.
It was his deadbeat dad. Spend time with your son day.
Yeah, man. He was going to spend some time with his son. Of course, the whole mission gets up, and what do? They end up, who do they kill? Not Stavros, but they kill his kid.
And his wife.
Yeah, so yeah, he killed his wife. You see the wife is dead, and later the son gets killed. And of course, that's when Stavros got to go back to work.
Yeah.
He got called back to the office of evil.
And man, they have like 25 agents there. Not only can nobody get him, but they are sloppy.
They kill his son. They kill people just trying to ride rides.
They just shooting all over the place indiscriminately.
Yeah.
But although, with all this shooting going on, there's plenty of people still at the carnival who still walking around like, I'm gonna get my cotton candy.
Oh yeah. No,
I've been waiting to get on the Twister
just
World.
Around ain't care. This happens every day at this park. Must be Wonder Park where people die every day.
Oh
They
yeah.
don't care. Because when they kill his son, of course, he's like, well, I'm back on now. I'm back at work. Evil is back again. And he goes crazy. He just starts destroying that park. He don't care who it is. That motherfucker started, like he's shooting at people. He's shooting at rides. Motherfucker shooting.
Wait, what that thing do to him?
He's shooting like fake people. He's so mad. Oh, I got something for your ass.
Yeah.
Take that.
Yeah, throw grenades.
Damn. Good thing he brought him to go see his son.
He makes a point. This is one where we have good assassins because I don't shoot kids or people who have kids with them. I only take out people who deserve it. Yet he's throwing grenades at civilians.
Yeah, well, he was in a moment of grief at the time. He didn't know what he was doing.
Corey, he showed up to have a day at the carnival with his son, but he brought
grenades. Is what I'm saying, yeah.
Because you got to be prepared.
You never know.
You never know. When you work in evil, man, people are always after you for some reason. Hey, evil never gets a full day off.
I got my keys,
Yeah.
my cell phone, my cigarettes, my grenades.
Yeah, my grenades, my rocket launcher.
my garrote.
Yeah.
Does this feel like Face Off to y'all?
It came out the same year.
Yeah.
Okay, because remember the kid dies at the carnival?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just, all right.
Oh, they rip off a lot of things here.
I mean, the director and both directors were John Woo and Choi Hark were the two big Asian action directors at the time.
The guy that did Once Upon a Time in China and all that.
Oh, okay. All
It
right.
was his American movie debut.
But before they got to the park, man, the park was already crazy. In addition to it raining, and all of a sudden just drying up 2 minutes later,
Yeah.
like that rain was gone. People on rides like a drop didn't come down. But in addition to it raining, with rain that just dries as soon as it hits the ground, in this park, for no reason, in the middle of it, they got a tiger. They ain't got
not a zoo.
ain't no petting zoo, ain't no goats, anything for
Circuit or
I
something.
said, like things that you have for friendly animals for kids. No, they got a hungry ass tiger.
Yep.
And he's mad as hell too.
And those bars are wide.
Yeah.
They are wide.
And I'm gonna tell you something. For everything that happened here, it's really that tiger's fault. And I'm gonna tell you how. It's really the tiger because, first of all, the tiger is the one that snitched on Van Damme. The mission could have gone down, but the tiger was like, psst, hey, that mother there.
He did.
Ready to move in.
That was horrible. Oh, get that motherfucker.
You see that shit?
It almost looked like an animatronic episode. It was like,
Yeah, you see that?
You might want
to
to just saying.
look at this shit. Psst, psst, hey, up there. That mother right up there.
he's like, man, Shere Khan tripping, man.
Tiger straight up snitched on Van Damme. Van Damme didn't even know that tiger, man.
Tiger snitch bitch.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, that bitch is up there. Hey.
Ready to move in.
Hey.
Tiger winks too.
That's funny because he just trying to take his eyes over, and then he's just like,
Look, God damn it.
There. Jesus.
It was like Tony the Tiger. He's there.
And he's also great.
Also,
You're right there. The tiger doesn't go, oh my God. Jesus.
like a goddamn catcher behind a batters and he's there. Shit.
Getting frustrated.
Yeah. Right when you think that Stavros, or the tiger's cool with Stavros, and he's trying to be his boy and everything, because Van Damme's a bitch and he don't like him. Turns out this fool's working against everybody, man.
That tiger's in for himself.
Oh yeah, that tiger was the one that killed his wife. Was responsible for getting his son killed. He bitch slapped her ass. You see it?
Yeah.
And by the way, that was a person wearing a tiger glove.
I didn't see the tiger. Wait, I didn't see that part.
Wait, look, watch closely. He bitch slapped her ass. Watch closely. You'll see it.
I thought she was spun around
No.
because the mic's in my way. I didn't see that.
No, she spun around all right after he bitch slapped her ass.
Man, that's a tiger isotona glove.
Yeah, exactly. a goddamn man, baby. You see that shit?
That's a man, baby.
That's a goddamn human arm that did that shit. Look at this. You look at that.
I tell you about staring at me. Take that goddamn kid with you.
That's some goddamn, that's a glove you buy at a costume shop or something. That's a mascot costume.
It is funny to be like, you guys, you killed my wife. It's like, nah, that was your buddy who did that.
Yeah.
That Tiger set all that up.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Plotting. Like,
Yeah.
if I get them to focus there.
Yeah. Tiger's like, you know what? They gonna keep me locked up. Oh,
Yeah.
have me some fun, goddammit.
It was like the tiger just got bored in that cage and said, you know what? I'm going to turn all you against each other.
Yeah.
So I'm about to have some fun.
Right. Lock me up.
Set the wheels in motion.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, all I gotta do is this, and then let the rest fall into place.
The whole Svengali behind the whole
Yeah.
thing was Tony the Tiger, man. Only thing that's messing with Van Damme is Jack the Super Spy. Only thing that's messing with him more than that tiger is product placement. Coke almost kicked his ass, man.
But they made sure to get them labels out there, though.
Oh, hell yeah. I read this was the first time Coke was ever in a product placement.
Oh, and they must have thought
really?
this movie
Yeah.
was going to be a hit. Now, keep in mind, I ain't going to say nothing yet, but keep in mind, like, everybody beating Van Damme is beating the shit out of everybody, but when Coca-Cola came in there, them little cans kicked his ass. You see? Yeah, have a Coke and a smile, bitch.
Yeah.
It was always like they say, like, hey, that makes our product look bad. Turn this around.
Oh, yeah.
Right, exactly. And then none of them cans better bust either.
No, hell no. Make sure that vending machine is right there.
Yep.
Oh, but y'all keep Coke in mind.
And in the end, those cans helped him out because he was able to turn that flip.
Yep, sure did.
Turn that flip. He wouldn't be able to turn that flip over them cans.
See, Coke saves.
He sure did.
Shouldn't have one.
Yeah, man. Oh, by the way, this has the funniest clown death that I've ever seen. 'Cause they take that shit
Oh, my
seriously.
God.
They take it,
no.
They take it seriously, man. And it's the funniest thing.
Jimmy all shaking. I guess he got shot, huh?
Yeah, he got shot.
Yeah,
Just
a lot
out
of
there-
people got shot.
just-
Everybody but the people who's supposed to get shot got shot.
Exactly. That's fool just out there just trying to entertain people.
All I want to
the
do
book.
is make people laugh.
Motherfucker died for his art. There's a hospital right next to, I mean, like shootouts must happen every weekend because there's a hospital right next to, like they run, like not even a full block down. They run to a hospital, and they get there. And Stavros, he breaks in by breaking the glass with the security guard's face.
Oh, come on, man. He didn't even...
His legs went up like a cartoon.
Man, if you took a drink every time glass gets broken in this movie, you would be having to go to the hospital yourself.
I know, but just pull through slow, the glass shatters, and then hit him again, then, it's going to shatter too. It doesn't work like that.
He looked at him and just looking at him too.
I know.
Yeah.
That wasn't called for. Dude was just trying to have his coffee. He just got there on the job.
What the fuck? Yeah, right. He's like, man, I would let you in.
It's like he threw himself through that last one.
Right.
I know where this is going.
Yeah. You ain't gonna hit me again, goddamn.
Yeah, I can do this myself.
Yeah. Fuck that shit. It's gonna hurt less than what you about to do.
He sure did. He looked like,
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not giving you the pleasure.
Yeah. I got myself.
And you know what? The funny thing is that Micky Rourke as Stavros, you saw how he broke that glass. He's like, damn, that looked good. Hey, let me get some of that.
Tell you, man. No. This
No, they
is
break
just the
glass.
beginning. And you know, in every scene, the glass is there, just shaking like.
No.
Let me get some of that.
Yeah, dude, he's like
It's like you could just climb over the one that's already broken.
He broke that for. See, that poor guy. He used that guy to break some glass. He could easily get over, but nah, just to add insult to injury. Shit, let me get some of that shit. Yeah. Shit, that looks good. Oh, that feels good.
That's too much glass.
Yeah.
I hate glass.
Shit.
No, he ain't met somebody like, does he?
Probably saw his own reflection. Who the what you looking at? Fuck you. You too. They break so much glass in this. Everybody gets in on the act. Shit, Van Damme even say, hey, shit, don't leave me out. Let me get some of that too. They fly through there.
He was extended.
Oh yeah. No, it's a good thing that glass isn't sharp. Otherwise, somebody might get hurt.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna have all the goddamn fun.
No, shit, give me some too. Hey, hit me again. He made sure to mix it up and get all that glass.
I know.
He's like,
He's so trying to stick around.
yeah, let me you see it?
We're gonna do this once, goddamn. Long glass.
Those two panes on the side over there. You're
Yeah,
like,
you missed a spot here.
Glad it ain't us yet.
I'm gonna tell you, man. That's one of the problems with this movie is. I thought they're gonna start throwing babies through windows. And shit. I tell you, it's crazy though, because they're like, well, shit, y'all can tell we don't give a throw ourselves through glass. So Stavros, man, I got to give it to him. Stavros he's not the most interesting villain in the world. In fact, I would say that this is not one of Mickey Rourke's best roles right here.
No. The big thing for him was working out and learning to fight.
Yes.
And doing his own stunts.
Yes. But I tell you what, he has the makings of some of the best villains out there in that he don't give a I like the way he tried to make a bomb out of a baby.
Yes.
You know, it'd be funny that dude woke up like,
Oh, shit.
no!
I'm not dead.
Yeah, that's what it was like. Hey, I only kill people who deserve it. But I'm gonna throw some grenades in a maternity ward.
Yeah, that dude lying on the ground over there. Yeah,
that dude. Yeah, he never had it.
that dude never had a chance over there.
I mean, he gets knocked out and he's blown up without even never knowing what
He
happened.
didn't know what happened.
He didn't know what. Yeah, he
Oh,
didn't
man,
know
that was
what
a
happened.
close one.
Hey, what everybody? He failed the mission, as you can see, because he tried to fail that shit.
Was it not to break glass?
Oh, he gets the shit blown up out of him.
Oh yeah, he blow his back up, man, and he wakes up in a room on an island, and that's when the movie just really says, man, since we getting wild, let's just go ahead and get sci-fi up in this bitch, man. And it turns out that he's, as they say in the movie, he's too valuable to be killed, but too dangerous to be let loose and be free. So he finds himself on an island full of misfit spies, and where they can either stay and live in somewhat comfort, or you can die. Don't say we didn't give you a choice.
If you fail to cooperate, Mr. Quinn, you have an alternative. Nerve gas is quite painless, but effective.
I forgot that this part was in the movie. I didn't even know this section was here.
See, I never saw the movie, but I remember you describing it to me, and I was always intrigued by this part because it sounded like the old show.
Yeah.
And I was thinking this was going to be the whole movie.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, it's clearly not.
No, it's everything.
But this is the most interesting part of it.
Yeah, this is where I thought they were going to actually play with this part, because he gets to the island, and on his island he starts. It's like a high school reunion. Like he starts meeting old friends and people that he's heard about, people
old enemies,
people that he looked up to.
You were killed 6 years ago.
God, it's been 6 years already?
He goes there, meets old classmates, meets the high school bully again. I like this dude back here, like, yeah, some shit about to go down. Look at it. Yeah, get him, Butch. You fell for that shit?
Man, that's sucker punch. This dude's on crutches. He's got a Band-Aid still wrapped around his head.
Yeah.
So they all live there if they fail a mission. I'm sorry. Go
Yeah.
No. It's a bunch of terrorists and anti-terrorists who were thought dead, and they've been on this island where they take care of them. But you have a job now, which is lending your intelligence experience and helping whoever pays for it.
You know this. Yeah, and these guys had some beef obviously before.
Right. So he sucker punches bitches.
That Jack obviously did not remember.
All right, I guess we can be cool now.
Even that dude's been like, God damn!
I didn't know you were doing like that.
You fell for that old shit.
Yeah.
But this island is cool because it's pretty much a Justice League. You know, you got these guys. They're like a what do you call that?
A think tank.
A think tank. Yeah, where they sit up here and they save the world by watching the world and giving their expertise based on their past experience. For one, you remember an old show from back in the day, and this is something that a lot of y'all won't remember. This show's older than me. I don't even remember this show. I don't think I've ever seen it. But it's the same premise as this show called The Prisoner.
The Prisoner.
That's what I just said.
Trapped in a village from which there is no escape. This is a nightmare world where even reality...
Right.
This show is insane.
Yeah.
These people try to escape, and the bubble that you saw.
The orb that comes in.
Yeah, it would go and sweep them up and bring them back to the island.
Yeah, and the show was mostly just a mind because they had him there. They were like, "All you ex-spies, you have information. You need to give it to us." I don't know what you want. Okay, you keep playing.
Yeah,
and sometimes they let them think they escaped, only to find like, no, this was a trap the whole time.
You know, once you realize like it's not that much of an original premise, and I remember seeing this and thinking, damn, that's The Prisoner. I don't know that I've never seen the show, but I know what it is. Mm-hmm. Also, most of the time, like it's just the novelty of him staying on this island starts to wear off because it gets to a point where you start watching him work out in the doorway doing monkey climbing in a doorway, working out. There's so many montages of him working out. Either he's monkey climbing in a doorway or he's bathtub. This is like bathtub porn right here.
Yeah, it is.
Hitting it from the back.
Yeah. Tearing that ass up.
That bathtub. Come on, bitch. You know you like this.
I mean, they even playing porn music with this, man.
Yeah, bitch. Uh-oh.
Yeah, the money shot. So maybe they let that slide right there. But then he starts doing weird shit like cutting the skin off his thumb to make contraptions.
You can still see his fingerprint there.
Yeah, you can still see his finger. Well, what he's trying to do is he's trying to make this contraption that's timed with a cigarette and some water or something where it comes down because they have to check in with the thumbprint at certain times of the day. And so he wants to make this contraption where the eraser goes down and hits the monitor. First of all, why don't they have a camera on this fool doing this? But second, even if they don't, that shit ain't gonna work because these fingerprint things, they require heat.
I know. Corey.
I know.
We saw the beginning of this.
I know. I'm not listening to myself.
That thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say y'all just jumped all over me. See?
I know.
And maybe he heat up the eraser. I mean, all that goes out the window when you say, "How come nobody see him do that shit on the goddamn camera?"
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, what you doing cutting the tips of your fingers off, man? I don't know what you doing, but you better cut that shit out.
Yeah, just have something come over the monitor. We see you. Sorry. And some of this dialogue is so bad that the people sound like they're dubbed over like anime. Like anime characters.
Yeah.
You know that one guy?
Yeah,
like his agent that comes.
Yeah.
Like you can see that he's not dubbed because his mouth is clear. If it is, that's one of the best dubbing jobs I've ever seen. But it
sounds dubbed.
He sounds like an anime character.
Come on, how long do you think you can sit on your ass?
For you, it's politics.
Come on. Politics makes money.
That sounds so anime.
Yeah,
that doesn't it?
Yeah. The worst was when you in there. They were in the background, the background, not the foreground. You just, come on, it's the game.
Yeah. Come on.
Like, wow. It sounded like somebody had just learned how to talk English in that one accent very well.
Yeah.
You know, come on, it's the game.
Everything is politics. Ha 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 ha.
My American accent is pretty good, huh?
Nah.
That's just some really good / bad ADR.
This is what I think about your American accent.
I left you a present.
Get me out of here!
That everything about that is the funniest death ever.
I'm telling you.
That he couldn't see somehow couldn't reach the bomb.
Right.
That he locked his own self.
That's what I was going to ask you.
He locked his own self
I wasn't
in.
sure. I said, let me
no.
see if this dumbass locked himself in. Because at first I thought, well, maybe Stavros had a device that locked him in.
No,
his clumsy ass. He came around with his elbow.
I couldn't figure out how to unlock his own car.
I left you a present.
I think he locked his own damn self in.
He did. Hey, get me out of here.
Get me out of here.
Somebody help me.
Yeah, that cover.
Somehow the bomb is inside his seat, but it blows up from outside the back tire.
Yeah.
It's on the side of his seat where he can't reach it.
It's from behind him. That's
Yeah.
what they did. Like I don't know why they did this. I guess they want you to see him and the explosion, but they really couldn't blow his ass up. Like that is not in the car.
No, it's next to the car with something lifting
with
it
a
up.
hydraulic lifting up the car.
Yeah. I mean,
And he's
hell,
going, nah.
I mean, if he went too dumb to lock himself in, he could have opened the door and rolled out.
Stupid ass. Thank you, man, because I wanted to ask y'all, because I said, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay, you saw that.
There's a whole shot of his elbow hitting it.
Yeah.
Just by itself. See?
Oh, shit. He said, help!
And he even sounds like an anime guy there, too. I'm gonna get out of here.
I was like, hey, you were a terrible actor. You had to go.
Yeah, no, they had to blow your ass up.
Dude, this movie's not known for its acting, and you can tell.
What do you say? Let me out of here.
Let me out of here.
Hey. Oh, like the bomb's
For
right
real,
there.
Right there.
Oh, shit, fuck.
But then you know what? His dumb ass would have got the bomb and tried to throw it against the window and it would pop right back into bounce back into the car.
Hey, how we got it? Dennis Rodman. Okay, so here's the thing with the movie. I was talking about how the characters are dull, dialogue is bad. The people are dull because of the dialogue. People can't talk right. The only character I really did like a lot was Dennis Rodman. The Worm plays an arms dealer named Yaz.
Oh, that's right. Goddamn.
And critics were hard on old Dennis Rodman over here, man. Got this from Wikipedia right here. But especially the Razzie Awards, man, they were rough on him. Worst new star, worst supporting actor, worst screen couple.
Damn, he swept him.
Yeah, he did, man. He was interesting because either he was coming in and making things weird.
Yeah.
Or he always just had a crazy look.
Yeah. Yep.
Like them right there.
Like that.
I mean, he was bringing something to the table.
Yeah.
And, sure, it's not like he's giving a good performance, but for athletes, especially basketball players, it's kind of on par.
I mean,
I've seen plenty worse.
Basketball players are always the worst in films.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, how can you not love an arms dealer with multicolored hair, multiple piercings, and all of his employees are transvestites?
Who's that? Rudolph?
I may not have reindeer, but I do have the best elves in the business.
Well, he could barely get that line.
I gotta say, he didn't deliver that line well, but I don't think anybody could have delivered that.
That's true. You're right. That's true.
And I'm talking relatively. When I say that he's my favorite one, again, it's not because he can act or he's that interesting. It's because everybody else cannot act or they're not interesting at all.
Yeah.
So at least he's giving me something here.
That's true.
He's giving me something.
Get to say something
But
fun.
yeah, I mean, Billy, you're talented. I don't think you could have sold that right
No.
there.
Now you mention it now. I'll be going over my head.
Plus people, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, his delivery ain't good, but that's kind of what makes it nice. Like, I love that line, trouble.
I don't know, man. I look at you, I see nothing but trouble. What the hell? I kind of like trouble.
Nothing but trouble.
Nothing but trouble.
But he's hitting the wall, but not even committing to hitting the wall. It's like it's gonna come down.
And now I'm gonna tell you, and that's the thing with this guy right here, man. They talk about worst partnership. I found that partnership fascinating.
Yeah,
because it always hinges on homoerotic. these fools, him and Van Damme. Shit, MTV should have gave them an award for like best couple that year because they stay flirting with each other.
The last guy made fun of my hair. He's still trying to put his head out of his ass.
I don't want to know about your sex life. If you want to dance, ask me nicely.
Oh, just fuck already. And
it's the courtship period.
And they try. There's a point where they get downright sexual. They are in midair. And Dennis Rodman just grabs his ass and come here. We'll give you some love.
Let's try something else. That's love, baby.
You see Van Damme just no.
Dennis Rodman's like, if there's ever a chance I can get to this.
Can't nobody say your ass.
Exactly. Try that kung fu shit right now.
Yeah, exactly.
If I let you go, you ain't telling nobody
exactly.
nothing.
Shit. In space, snorking, he just scream. But he caught him by his leg and said, come here, bitch.
Let's try something else. That's love, baby.
Yeah, let's try that.
Yeah. We gonna try something else, all right?
Let's try this position right here.
Thought you never asked.
Yeah. Shit. Ain't nobody gonna hear your ass up there. Yeah. But I can see why people did not like Rodman.
Well,
in this because it's because, man, look, he's got to take some credit, some blame for that, of course. But man, they didn't do this brother right. All they did was write basketball puns.
Exactly.
For his dialogue.
I was like, I'm willing to go with him and let him do his thing, and he's not an actor, and I can handicap him, and it's fine. But they keep shoving these basketball puns in every chance they get.
Yes.
I just want to yell, could you stop doing that?
It's ridiculous. He's not a basketball player in the movie.
Yeah, he's not a basketball player in the movie. We already know who he is. There's no need to keep elbowing us in the ribs.
No, and they kind of put it in the beginning. It's like, okay, we're gonna let you have that. This is one of his first times in a movie. Everybody want to kind of make a joke. All right, I get it. Yeah. It's too easy. But the more the movie goes, oh shit! In that last 30 minutes, and he ain't talking in nothing but basketball puns.
It's time to get out the bench. The best defense is a strong offense.
You're like, really? For real?
He's like, you still doing this?
Oh yeah, because it started out with him going, well, defense wins the game. It's like, okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
But yeah, man, as the movie goes on, they put that shit on thick.
You're out of the game. You sure?
And goddamn Jerry Curl Terminator over here. Get out of the game.
I mean, I guess I could have just shot you instead of talking, but you know.
Yeah.
Whoops.
No, he had to put his puns up there.
I've been working on his pun ever since I saw you in this movie, and I got to deliver it.
Oh, but wait. There's more, y'all.
Oops, airball. But I never miss twice, brother.
God damn it. Let's get a head start first. What's wrong with you?
Oh my God. Oops.
Oh,
airball.
Oh, it ain't finished yet? But wait. There's more. Something. The only saving grace with some of these puns is that they come with their own bad stunts.
He's up.
Full glance.
Oh yeah.
I'll have to call it a 5-pointer.
I want y'all to see this man up here.
And that's an ADR.
This man up here, look at this. When he picked him up, he flew like a man-shaped kite.
I know.
Yeah, where's the weight being distributed? Because he just grabbed him by the wrist.
Ain't not in there. That dude is floating. That dude is floating.
He's on wires.
He's floating like a piece of paper. Look at this. He throwing his ass like trash.
Garbage bag.
Like the puns ain't enough. There's a point where he jumps out of a plane. It's like, and you're thinking at that moment like, well, damn, at least we're done with the puns. Nah.
Hey, watch your head.
Shit turns to a basketball.
Oh my God, dude! What the?
I was like, oh my God! No, you didn't.
He's like, hey, I got a new invention.
Hey, watch your head.
say parachute. That shit.
I appreciate that you have this, but why is it a basketball?
Oh, and Billy, when it hits the ground, it bounces and goes into a hoop. No.
You know what?
At this point, would you doubt it though?
No.
Put your hands. Now that's what I call hang time.
Hang time.
Why do you want me to hate you?
Wait, but it's like the basketball. The visual of the basketball was enough. You still had to say, that's what I call hang time.
Hey, just in case you didn't get it.
Just in case you don't know what a basketball is.
Just in case you didn't get that was a basketball in the sky right there.
Hey, watch your hands.
That's for you, Billy. If nothing else, this movie gets crazier and crazier with its set pieces, and it makes sure to go out just as crazy, if not crazier. So, at this point, old Stavros... Picture him.
Oh yeah, him.
Yeah. Yeah. Old Stavros, he's sowing grief. Let me see here. I hope he didn't give me the same. Oh no, he didn't. I guess he's in such grief of his son dying that he just forgot whatever plan he was doing and just started making up crazy shit. So I think when we get to the climax, so his plan. It must have made him just lose his mind because the plan makes no sense at all. He kidnaps Jack's newborn son because he had the pregnant wife fooled her by saying, I'm an art dealer. She's like, okay.
So give me your baby.
Sure, okay.
I'm an art dealer.
Yeah. And so he kidnaps Jack's son and rents out the whole Roman Coliseum so that he can have a shirtless fight with Jack.
Something you cannot do, by the way.
Yes, where he also planted a bunch of mines.
Watch your step, Jack. You know, nothing wrong with stepping on a mine. It's stepping off that counts.
Then, bitch, by that logic, there's something wrong with stepping on a mine. Because you can't get off of it.
Yeah, he's just...
He's grieving. He ain't making... again, don't ask questions because none of this shit makes sense.
But it leads to a glorious ending.
Oh, and I tell you, man. Oh, and that tiger back at the park. Oh, he bought that. He said, "Well, shit, why not bring that?" He already he snitched on this bitch right here. That must be my friend. He said, "Tiger, come on." Yeah, Tiger didn't tell him that he killed his wife too.
I was gonna say he didn't know that yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But he went ahead.
Tiger was like, "What do you want to talk about first?"
But he went ahead and brought the tiger with him.
You know, men are strong, Jack, but the tiger is stronger.
My cue.
Yep. And I know Jack was like, what the f?
Yeah.
Is that the same
tiger? He's like, did you just buy that tiger from the amusement park?
And how did you get it over here from?
And by the way, none of this shit makes sense, man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I mean, you're wanted internationally and you have to travel incognito. Why would you complicate that by having a tiger along?
Why would you? It just makes things worse. And as an audience member, you've been asking, why the is this tiger here? And the only thing I can think of is that it's the tiger from the opening logo who had a really good agent and negotiated some screen time.
I know.
From Mandalay Films.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to be in this movie.
Yeah. It is funny that the tiger comes up in the opening and then he's actually a character in the movie.
That's the tiger from the Mandalay opening. That bitch is in the whole movie. That one of the best agents in town.
I know. It's almost like Mandalay said, like, hey, we'll produce the movie, but you got to have my nephew in the...
logo. Negotiated themselves into a movie. Yeah, y'all gonna see plenty of me. Yeah, y'all.
Y'all gonna see plenty of me always talking shit.
Shit, I'm the star in this bitch. Stavros, played by Micky Rourke. This shit is stupid. He rented out, like Martin said, something you can't do, rented out the Roman Coliseum just so he can have a fight.
Yes.
Oh, a shirtless fight.
Shirtless fight. As if that was enough brought in, because he could have just stayed up in the rafters and sniped his ass.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I got
I got to go elaborate with this.
I gotta be a supervillain.
Yeah.
So this went off and bought landmines, bought that tiger, and of course, his stupid ass, all of it backfired on him.
Oh my God. In the most glorious way.
He's like, well, shit.
I tell you, I want to give him an Oscar just for his oh shit looks and this whole thing.
Oh yeah,
because he had the greatest
Yeah.
I just stepped on it, didn't I?
And here's the thing: like you're thinking, look, he ain't a complete dumbass. He's stupid for bringing a tiger and some landmines in just for a goddamn street fight for an audience of nobody. But then, what the stupid thing about it is that, so while these fools were fighting each other in the ring, somehow Dennis Rodman, nobody noticed him going around picking up, because the landmines are marked with crosses. Nobody noticed Dennis Rodman picking up the landmines, planting them down again, and smoothing over the parts where they were.
No, he moved the crosses.
I'm sorry, no, the crosses. Yeah, I'm sorry. He moved. Nobody noticed him. No, nobody noticed him picking up the crosses, moving them to another spot, smoothing them over so it looked like they were never there. That shit takes time, because that fool was on a landmine himself just 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, but he figured it out.
He figured it out, but
he gamed that landmine.
But then all these two fools can't see him behind, like so he says, "Hey, the reason why you stepped on your own landmine because I kind of moved the crosses."
And I know mines don't come cheap, but I moved a couple of your crosses.
How?
Of your crosses?
How did nobody notice this? Not only this big black man, but this big black man with swamp thing hair.
Right.
How come nobody noticed this mint chocolate man over here?
Right. But mint chocolate 6'8" man.
Mint chocolate 6'8" man with piercing and tattoos, moving crosses and smoothing that shit over.
Well, there's a lot going on. There's henchmen shooting. There's a tiger running around.
Oh, this shit is just stupid.
There's a baby. Well, that too.
Oh, it's just dumb. I will give him respect for this last part right here, because he died accepting his defeat.
He did.
That bitch. You know how... Now, in any other movie, a villain would have been like when Van Damme's run away. Jack! You, Jack! You, I'll get...
Yeah.
He would have went out.
It's not over. I'll be back.
I'll be back, Jack. I'll see you in hell, Jack. Not Micky Rourke. That mother went out like a bitch crying.
He was not ready to die.
He realized the look on his face, that last look was like, why did I buy all this shit? Right. Bad. That fool steps on a landmine, and at the same time, that tiger back there like,
Don't take your foot off.
Well, shit, I can take my time with this.
Yeah. I forgot to mention that I was the one who killed your wife.
What? Yeah, wait till he steps on the landmine to tell her. Yeah, he does. Yeah, you're right. He wasn't ready. He was like, man, God damn it.
Yeah.
But that was a frustrated cry.
And I love that. Remember me, Stavros? When your wife died? It was me!
Yeah. It sounded just like this!
Yeah, he blew up that whole Coliseum, man, with them fake-ass flames. But hey, don't worry. I told y'all to pay attention. And y'all probably wondering, oh, shit, what's happened to our heroes? Don't worry. Coca-Cola is here to save the day. Looks like an ice cold Coke, really does.
Yeah, I'm telling you, yeah.
Look at that, man.
Now, what you probably can't see is that 3 grown men and a newborn baby that's being held on to while this is happening.
Yes. I love this, because they made sure that you saw Coke flying everywhere towards the screen. Look at that shit. If they did die, the last thing they're going to see is Coca-Cola.
So I guess the Coliseum has just a bunch of vending machines all right next to each other. And they're made out of lead.
Yeah, nothing like an ice cold Coke. Right? Stops flames.
Yeah, stops explosions.
Stops explosions, man. And them fools, they lived.
Yeah, no, the building crumbled.
The building is crumbling.
Yeah.
But thanks to the power of Coke.
I was going to say, hold on that vending machine, you'll be all right.
Regular Coke and Diet Coke. That coat protected them from rubble, from flames.
And those flames were so polite. They're like, we're just going to go around.
Look, his hand is on the side. But that Coke is so cool and cold.
Ice cold Coke.
Ice cold Coke kept his hands safe.
I honestly was expecting, like, when it was all done, for one to come out the bottom and open it.
Open up and start drinking.
Woo, fellas. Can you believe that?
Have one on me.
Yeah, fellas.
Because I'm like, the whole time you look at it, I'm like, that baby is cooked.
Oh, that baby. Yeah, they should open up this little turkey under there.
All three of them, man.
All three of them should be dead.
All three of them for sure.
Shit,
but I was like, nothing else. That baby's done.
His mint chocolate ass should be melted right now. Should be a puddle of black and green on the ground.
Chocolate rabbit.
And the shit goes on and on.
Well, Coke paid for it, man.
I know.
Shit, they paid for that screen time. Look at that. Yeah. Man, I wish they had done what you said. They had picked up a Coke. Woo, that was a close one. I know.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's almost weird they don't, as it doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
Thanks to the power of love and Coca-Cola, they saved the day. Little baby's safe. And he's like, damn, y'all stupid. That's just dumb.
Baby's like, what the what's that?
Wait, you're my daddy? Oh, shit.
Jesus. Hey, he grabs that sheet and just pulls it back over.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. maybe when I wake up, this will all be over.
Yeah. And Jack goes off to be with his newborn son, which leads us to have this really awkward moment with Yaz, played by Dennis Rodman, and one of the guys from the island who came out to hunt Jack, who lets Jack go. He was gonna let him go, but my man threw a lucky explosive coin.
Yeah, that
down.
was a weird thing. He already said, "Oh, I'm gonna let you go."
Yeah,
but I'm gonna throw a smoke bomb anyway.
I'm gonna use this shit one way or another. But it's a real awkward moment at the end with those two. It's like when you left alone with two friends that don't know each other, and you there too. It's like, well, guys, hey.
Now it's my turn to disappear. Toodaloo.
Yeah, bye, random dude.
Toodaloo.
Ah, shit! Russell his feet.
Wait a second. There's none of the car here?
Bet your ass they'll blame me for this one. I wonder what the fine would be.
Yeah! Another basketball pun.
And yeah, that was. I didn't even notice that. I don't know, man. It's a bullshit movie, but it's so funny though.
It's entertaining and it's really bad for 1997.
Yeah.
But as I watched it, I was like, you could take this script and it could be a Fast and the Furious movie and you wouldn't even bat an eye.
No.
It's on the same level.
No, I give it a really low rental, man, really. It's a bullshit movie, but I give it a low rental because I did have fun. And the only reason why I'm doing that is because, like we said, the movie was so over the top at the beginning. It was, again, aware of what it is.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they were doing some of this shit by accident.
Right.
I mean, by the end, we got to the tiger and landmines. I mean, come on, man. I mean,
the Coliseum.
There's in a Coliseum. There's something beautiful about that.
There is. And,
You don't know what it is yet, but
they used to have tigers fight in the Coliseum.
Yes, and I'm sure that's why they did that, I guess.
No, it doesn't make sense that the tiger from the carnival in the beginning somehow comes back at the end.
Hey man, the producer's like, we paid for a guy. We paid to rent a tiger. We gonna use our tiger. Goddamn it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let us do anything less than 3 months with this tiger. So
talking about this is promoted by Coca-Cola. This is pretty much promoted by cocaine.
Yeah.
This thing is crazy, man.
That's
crazy.
That's why the 2 stars did the movie.
Cocaine, Coca-Cola, Joe Exotic.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So it's not a good movie. It's not. But watching it at home, there's just some stuff in here I'm just entertained by, man. So, I could give it some bullshit. And it is. It really is. But, I had fun, though, watching it at home. I had to get a low rental for that.